I'm slowly drifting, wave after wave. Greetings, Cancer, all placements. Slowly drifting, that do-do-do-do. And it feels like I'm drowning. Okay, some of my Cancers, you could feel like you're drowning. I'm not gonna lie, then I got Dive by Lexi Pantera. Now, isn't Pantera what the Earth was called when it was all underwater? Or am I totally wrong on that? I could be, but it was some form. One evolution of planet Earth was known as or is it Pangea? Maybe it's Pangea. I think it's Pangea. It's Pangea. I don't know. Regardless, that made me think of that. Pantera, Pangea, and Panther. Someone could have been a panther in a past life on Pangea. Okay, something about the panther. Pink Panther. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Wow, wasn't he? I mean, he kind of gave like PIMP vibes, but also wasn't he like a detective? I don't know. I never watched that show. I don't really know anything about it. Someone here, everybody likes to be a cat. Everybody wants to be a cat. Someone here, like 9 lives. But seriously, okay, so the song Dive, she says, I'm so obsessed with your sex. I'm obsessed with the way that you undress me, right? Okay. And I have to admit something, I don't know. So then I got Ocean Serenity, which is like a chill step song that's underground. So something about the ocean, some of my Cancers, you need to get in water. You need to take a bath, a spiritual bath. You need to take an Epsom bath. You need to soak. You need to just sit and marinate looking at water. Soup, you need to drink more. You need to hydrate more. Your soul needs to be hydrated is how I'm feeling it though, Cancer. Because some of you feel like you're drowning. You know, there's like a lot going on for my Cancers. It does seem, and then I was also getting somewhere over the rainbow. So someone can also just kind of feel like they're drifting. Someone really has their head in the clouds. Someone can constantly be keeping themselves under the influence of something, to just kind of get by. Someone here is just trying to get by. Someone here can also just be kind of checking out when they need to check in. We do have rigid, refused, wrong way with 555, conflict, chaos, challenges, constrictions, experiences that are brought to you, Cancer, forcing you to adapt, forcing a transition. There is a new phase. The shadow aspect of this is being stuck, falling asleep, having your head in the clouds, 7 of Cups energy, which is Cancerian energy, the moon, which is more Pisces energy, also Scorpio that has a scorpion, also just a water sign in general, stuck, directionless, detached, or uncommitted. So it's kind of just like blob, just like existing energy. But something will clear up. Yeah, so some of my Cancers, you can be this way, or the person you're dealing with can be this way because of money, foundation, your security feeling, your security feeling not secure, okay? Some of my Cancers can be feeling very insecure. It can be dealing with someone who is rather insecure, which is making it difficult to really anchor in roots with something. The roots are not growing deep. They're not penetrating. It's like you can just and blow them over. I'm also hearing, is that the big bad wolf? Huff and puff and blow your house down. Is that Red Riding Hood? Huff and puff and blow that red, I don't know. Now, someone can be like a wolf energy going after Little Red Riding Hood. Little do they know that Little Red Riding Hood is actually a wolf disguised as Little Red Riding Hood. Someone needs to be careful who they're dealing with. Someone is definitely couch potato, being way too lazy, so it is giving the energy of all of the songs that I was channeling. Cancer. It's like someone can just be lazing around, lazy lion. You can have Pisces in your chart or be dealing with a Pisces because lions were coming through very strongly, or Leo because obviously Leo is the lion. Simbo is also coming through, but this is also a blessing. So, So Cancer, there's something here about make sure, like everyone needs to rest, yes. And at the same time, my mama always told me, idle time is the devil's workshop. Okay, so it's like you need to know when too much of something is bad enough, when too much of something is bad, okay? Too much rest, too much, drink, too much smoke, too much pills, or whatever it is that you like to indulge in, too much nicotine, whatever it is, okay? Someone is doing too much. Even if you're like, well, I'm just having it once a day, that's still too much. Try once a week. And if you can't do it once a week, you have a problem, and you need to acknowledge that you have a problem. But someone here doesn't want to acknowledge that they have a problem. They're like, no, I can control it because I can just do it once a day. You have a problem, or the person you're dealing with does. Someone has a problem of overusing something. Yeah, And something is seen in plain sight. There's something in the water, something is obvious, something is dripping. It's actually kind of funny. I mean, I don't have any Cancer in my chart, but I had a leak last week with the rain in my house, but it's fixed now. So at least there's that. The roof was under warranty. So something, if you are in a connection, it's like it needs to go slow, because there is still possibility of redemption here, but somebody does need to put in more work. And literally, it's Come to Life by Kanye, literally. So like someone needs to go from being a couch potato to coming to life. Now, this is a Kanye song. You know, some people love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you hate me, then you. If you love me, then thank you. I don't know if someone here can feel that way. But in that song, Come to Life, he says, 3, 2, 1, you're pinned, pinja again. You can be a Simba dealing with a Nala. You can be a Nala dealing with a Simba. Your counterpart can tick you off sometimes, but I hate you and love you at the same time. Hurts, but it's because it's like someone is pushing someone to their best self, and that doesn't feel good, okay? Diamonds are made under pressure. I was channeling that in Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo's reading. Also, diamond is Aries birthstone, so you can be dealing with an Aries. You know, if you want to shine, if you want to be a star, I thought I told you I'm a star. Are you though? Because you can't deal with the pressure. So someone can be thinking that they're a, hey, Mr. Big Stuff, who do you think you are? Yeah, who do you think you are? I said, who do you think you are? Because it's like, you can't deal with the pressure. You fold or you pass out on the couch. You just like, you're a couch potato, you're lazy, you're not doing anything. You just get like stuck on stupid. Someone just isn't taking action. They're not speaking up. They're acting like they're not seeing something. But in that song, 3, 2, 1, you're pinned. Have you ever wished that you had someone else's life? Someone here can also be wishing that they had someone else's life. He says, I've been feeling low for so long. I've been in the dark for so long, but the night is always darkest before dawn, Cancer. He says, you know what? You can find me on a silver lining. My God will not deny me, so tell the devil to get behind me. So, some of my Cancers, you might need to tell that devil, Cruella, to get behind ya, okay? There is heartbreak here. I'm hearing heartbreak on a full moon. So, I don't know, something about the full moon coming up. Can be dealing with a Pisces with the High Priestess energy. 8 of Wands, why are these in the reverse? Huh, okay, these were mixed around here. Interesting. Half my deck is upright, half of it is in the reverse, which isn't how I operate. All of my cards are always upright, because when they want to reverse themselves, they will. Someone is hiding something. Someone has a secret, Cancer. 4 of Pentacles with the 9 of Swords. Someone here is like, that wasn't how I left that. Interesting. You know, this can be one of those things, because I have clients like this, Cancer. People are like, oh no, there's no way they're cheating or doing funny business. I'm with them every single night. Okay, but you're not with them when they're at work. They can also lie to you about certain parts of their work schedule. They can also be doing someone at work, because quite literally I've had 2 exes, who literally were banging coworkers. So literally one of them was a personal trainer, and they would do it in the family restroom at the gym. So, and I was also a fitness instructor there. So it was very, you know, some people get off on the thrill. I'm going in for the kill. I'm doing it for the thrill. And I hope you understand. So someone here is like, they're just doing something for the thrill. Someone here almost wants to get caught. Someone here, but the thing is, Cancer, like someone isn't going to care. Like someone's at a point where they could literally be doing something right in someone's face, and they're like, I just don't even care anymore. So it's like, it's not a thrill anymore, because someone here got a thrill when they stress someone out, and they're not going to be able to stress someone out. And oh my gosh, now I have what? Someone is trying to move something around, Cancer. We're just going to deal with a different deck, and I will straighten that one out. Let's see, the last, 6 of Pentacles. Someone is giving to multiples, very much giving, flirting with someone at work. Literally, 2 of Swords with the Devil card. Someone wants to get caught. Someone is cheating. Someone has a sneaky link. 10 of Swords. Someone has betrayed someone. 10 of Wands, likely at work. You're caught, okay? Someone is keeping something to themselves because they want to hold on to a connection. A Pisces can be figuring this out. Literally, someone is disappointed in this. Now, if it's not this, then there can be something funny going on at work. Cancer, if you're like, no, I'm in a very happy, beautiful marriage. Okay, well, there's some funny business going on in the work sector because someone doesn't like how successful you are. If you're one of my big boss daddy Cancers, like you own a business, there's some funny business. You do need to fire someone. Like there's funny business going on, Cancer. Bless you.